guys, and welcome back to a brand new Rams House video. Thank you so much for stopping back in to another Rams House video, and if you do like Rams videos like this one, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, because that is literally everything I do on this channel involves the LA Rams. We talk about it, discuss things in the comments, and I just love engaging with you guys, so if you could do that for me, I would really appreciate it. But today I'm going to be talking about something that I feel like, just like the offensive line of the LA Rams, is overblown a little bit and kind of inflated too much as kind of a handicap for the LA Rams defense, and that is the linebackers. So yeah, getting into that, I first want to say I think the cool thing that we had in Joe Barry and Brandon Staley last year, and even just Joe Barry in the last few years, is they were great coaches. If you didn't know who Joe Barry was, he did leave to the Packers to be their defensive coordinator, but he was amazing. He was an amazing linebackers coach for the LA Rams, and he really helped coach these guys up. And I think that is a common theme that the LA Rams do in their organization. I think they like to draft players in the later rounds, stuff like that, and they have the right coaches to coach them up. So we're going to have a new linebackers coach this year heading into that, but I think with the depth that we have going into this year, there's going to be a lot to look forward to, because we have so many different types of talents, and being that we've been able to kind of progress these guys over the years, that's going to help guys like our rookie now, Ernest Jones, going in. I'm very high on him. Big hitter, great tackler, he has great reaction skills. And you have Leonard Floyd, Terrell Lewis, Justin Hollins, Ogbo Okoronkwo, Micah Kiser, Kenny Young, Troy Reeder, and Travon Howard, Travon Howard I'm actually really excited for to step up this year, because he was dealing with an injury last year. But when you hear those names, that's not even the whole group for the Rams linebackers. They have a very deep group, and so that's the thing for me that I like, that even when these guys are not playing, like maybe a Troy Reeder, who was really asked to step up last year and he performed well when Micah Kiser went down, he performed. It's not like he was a superstar guy or anything like that, but he performed better than people thought, and that's kind of what happens a lot of the times with these Rams players, or any players in the NFL, when you just don't really know their name or you haven't really seen them much. A lot of times people assume that they're bad or that it's a need for the team just because they haven't been heard of, but there could be actually some guys that are superstars that we don't really know. And even for linebackers, you aren't always asked to be a superstar or make big plays all the time. Sure, that is an amazing thing to be able to do and be able to make plays for your team, but you're just pretty much there so that you don't, I guess, screw the play up. Like, you have to be there at the right times. You definitely have to be a good you have to have at least one or two coverage linebackers, but overall it's not something that you need to have a ton of production from or a ton of huge stats. So having guys like Troy Reeder, I think that fits right into what it is. He stepped up, and it doesn't mean that he was getting huge stats every play, but he was maintaining that defense. And I think when you don't have good linebackers, because you're giving up big plays, kind of similar to that Packers game when they're running all over us and the offense was moving. But I think that this group that we have, just being at the depth that we have, we've been able to progress them with Joe Barry, who I'm very sad he's with the Packers now, but we've been able to progress him with Joe Barry. We have great coaches, and I think that's just one of the philosophies with the LA Rams in their coaching staff, is they always have great coaches. They're able to replace them, and their philosophy is always trade for big players like Jalen Ramsey, Matthew Stafford, and then acquire guys in the later rounds to be able to progress, and then, the whole world knows after a season or two of them actually being able to show their stuff. That's what Jordan Fuller and Terrell Burgess, I think, are going to be able to do this year, and this linebacker group as well. I can't stress it enough. I'm really excited for Ernest Jones. I'm excited for this whole linebacking group. I think each one brings something a little bit different, which is exciting, and I think that training camp battle will be really interesting to watch, with guys like Kenny Young battling it out with all these other guys who want to step into that spot, because it's always a battle. You're always going to have to do something. It's iron on iron when you're playing, trying to earn a roster spot. I'm excited. I don't think that this linebacker group is going to do bad. I think it's just when people don't see a familiar name on the roster, they're like, oh, that's a need, or oh, you guys don't have good linebackers. But again, that's just kind of how the Rams work. I think the world will know this year what our linebackers will bring, and just being all the depth, all the talent. Even if we have a guy like Micah Kiser go down like he did last year, or anybody really go down, I think we have some good depth to fill that spot. So let me know what you think. And Chris Garrett, I actually didn't even mention him. I'm really excited about him. I think he's a big steal. I don't think he'll be inserted too much this year, but I'm excited for the future of him. Let me know what you think, as always, in the comments. As always, horns up, God bless, and you guys have a great day.